Hey everyone in the YouTube world, welcome to my Flying Wheels YouTube channel. If you guys love anything auto related, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Today's a two-part video, so I'm going to show you one video today, and then the next video coming up in the next week will be the follow-up video. Two parts, two videos. First one is what I do with my $400 trade-ins. Most people think they're junk. Most people think they're worthless. So this video is about what I do with all of my trade-ins. I have so many trade-ins. Next week, second video, part two, is about how I get these cars, how I get these trade-ins so cheap. $300, $400, $500. How I buy these cars so cheap. So make sure you watch this video, and then next week will be the follow-up video on how I get these cars so cheap. That's also a pretty good one. So let's get started. Hey everyone, it's Craig from Flying Wheels. Welcome to my Flying Wheels YouTube channel. You guys have stumbled across the right page if you love anything car related. Today is about trade-ins. I got some trade-ins, trade-in tons of stuff. I don't sell cheap cars at this dealership. It's a real pain in the ass, so I try not to. The problem is they're stacking up. So I got a trade-in over there. I got a trade-in right there. I have another one, another one, and another one. So they're just sitting space at my car dealership. So every one of these cars is taking up a piece of property that should be making me money. And here, oh, look at that. Over there, I got a couple more. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a Sienna in there. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 trade-ins. That's 10 spots that could be retail cars actually making a ton of money, but they're not. Why do I have them? Well, they help facilitate a sale on another vehicle. So, for example, the Sienna in the garage getting detailed right now. Somebody bought a 2012 Sienna. They traded in their 04 Sienna with 250,000 miles. Well, it's not junk yet, so what do you do with it? What would you guys do with it? I want to hear what you would do with it, first of all. Would you junk it? Would you sell it private party? Would you run it back through the auction? You can run it through a public auction if you wanted to. Well, I have two car dealerships. I have the retail lot that sells the good stuff, and then I have a cheap car lot that sells cheap cars. $1,000, $1,500, $2,000. People, not everybody has a ton of money. Not everybody can buy a brand new car. Some people only have $1,500. So they want a truck, they want a minivan, they don't have a ton of money, they want a Navigator or a 200,000 mile Dakota because that's all they can afford. Well, I have that stuff. So I want to show you a couple cars that I took in on trade in the past few months because all these things are starting to stack up because I've just been avoiding them. Finally, it's July, it's slowing down a little bit, I have some time to get to them. So I'm going to detail them. We don't sell this stuff inspected, we sell it as is because they're cheap cars. You can't really afford to put any money into them, aside making them presentable and decently safe for somebody to purchase. The best way to sell this stuff is to be upfront with them. So, hey, listen, I found this wrong with it, I found this wrong with it. I tell everybody on these cars, on these cheap as-is cars, listen, plan on putting money into it, all right? It's a cheap car, you're gonna put some money into it. I'm not selling with an inspection sticker, so after you purchase it, add on to the purchase price cost of repairs for brakes or tires or whatever, and I'll walk around with it and show them everything that I found while they're with me. This Mountaineer, I wanna show you because some things are absolutely freaking nasty. This Mountaineer came in with the windows down. I could smell it from my office. Like, I don't know if it was like body filth or what, but I'm gonna show you some clips right now. Here it is. I just want to show people how trade-ins are given to us. This thing is nasty. Oh, the smell. I wish you guys could smell it. It is gross. And they have a no smoking sticker. Back at it, and there's only one way to clean the filth out of this car. That is gross. Welcome back. It was gross. So I had Alyssa detailing it. She spent like 3 days on it detailing. That's probably the most money I'm going to put into it, but the car came out great now. So here's what it looks like after. Here are the after photos. Welcome back again. Mountaineer came out pretty decent. So for like 1,800 bucks, somebody can get a nice leather third row Mountaineer, 147,000 miles with the current state inspection sticker. It's not a freaking gem, but it's still a decent truck for not a ton of money. The other one, and the reason that sparked this video, is because I wanted to show you how the trade-ins come in. So I have this Dakota. It's like an 04 Dodge Dakota, 4x4, 200,000 miles. Came in with an inspection sticker, ran great, passed inspection again. But I want to show you what people do to these cars. I think this is why I don't like dogs very much. The person traded his car in and had a Pomeranian that freaking lived in it. I can't even poke my head in without coughing. Glad I don't have to detail it.
Hey.
Oh. So I can have Alyssa shut off the vacuum because this person had like a freaking Pomeranian living in it. Hey, can you shut your vacuum off for a sec? So this thing had like a white-haired dog. All I have to do is stick my face in it and I like inhale white dog hair and I can't breathe. You can see it's stuck in the carpets, all in the seats. Alyssa, want to explain how you're getting this out?
I am using a hose. The end of it loosens up all of the hairs out of the fibers of the material, and then you can just vacuum it up.
Actually, this is crazy. So this is what the whole car looked like. If you guys can see all this dog hair, this is what it looks like when Alyssa's done with it. How long do you think you have into this?
I've been here for like an hour or two.
One section, but doing a great job. Well worth it. So let's say she has like 3 hours into detailing the dog hair, just pulling the dog hair up. The reason we don't vacuum it up is because it's stuck in the fibers of the carpet. And the reason we don't blow it out with an air gun is because it's, again, stuck in the fibers of the carpet. So we use rubber and we just pull the dog hair physically, little bit by little bit, and we vacuum it up as it's pulling out of the fibers. All that dog hair is going to come out. You can fix the rust down here, clean it up, detail it. It has a current sticker on it. It'll be like $1,800.
2 hours later.
Boom! No dog hair. Like a freaking magician you are. Very impressive. Am I going to be pleasantly surprised? Here we go. This Pomeranian explosion from yesterday. Whoa. Impressed. Impressed I am. As should the world be. Let me ask them. Well, you saw the inside of this Dakota, so I want to show you the outside. You see rockers. They're not rotted, but they're showing rust. We live in New England. You can't fight that stuff. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. But I want to show you the before. And then I'll show you the after. Neither one's going to be an absolute cream puff, but at least you get to see what, you know, this is how a trade-in comes in, and then you get to see how the cheap trade-ins leave. At, again, a 200, 300% profit on stuff like this. After Alyssa puts all her time into it. Check out these wheels. For real, they look that good. I love before and afters. So again, I don't sell those things here because they're a huge headache and they can sometimes come back to bite you because people expect and want more than the car actually is. I have another lot specifically for that stuff. As is upfront, 100% transparent. People know what they're getting when they buy it. They know they're buying a cheap car. They know they're not going to call me when they're done and needs brakes or whatever. But, you know, cheap car. So I got a ton of this stuff now. This is what I'm going to go through. Here's the kicker. Here's what I paid for each one of these things. So, Dakota, 300 bucks. Sienna, 300 bucks. Mountaineer, 300 bucks. That was like 1,000. That was like 1,500 or something. But here's how I do it. So people bring in their trade-ins. They are absolutely demolished. I mean, the thing is gross, filthy, nasty. They're tired of their cars. There's no value in it to them anymore. They're almost going to junk it. But to someone else, there's value. So like, you know, that saying, one man's trash is another man's treasure. Well, all we have to do is clean it up, make it look pretty, make it safe enough for somebody to drive it, and then list it. Someone else is going to appreciate that car when we're done with it. Obviously, we're cleaning it up and bringing it back to life, too. Cloudy. Not cloudy. Cloudy. Not cloudy. If you say that word enough, it starts to lose its meaning. Finished product. Look how nice the headlights came out on this 250,000-mile Toyota Sienna. I'm going to open it up, too, because I want to show you how nice this car came out. Let's see how this door opens. There we go. Look at that. That's actually a pretty nice minivan. Now, some single mom on a budget doesn't have a ton of money can buy a decent-looking Toyota Sienna, for just over $1,000. So that's why you don't junk the cheap trade-ins, because there's still value in these cars. I don't know if you saw this girl Alyssa detailing the Mountaineer last week, but it is fire. You should give this girl a follow. Boom! Look how nice that car came out, thanks to Alyssa. They're finished. So I want to take a minute to show you what they look like from start to finish. So you see the beginning, how dirty, how nasty, how filthy these cars were. Well, I have the Dakota here, the Sienna there, the Mountaineer over there. I want to show you what they look like all done and completed. So this Dakota, giving it a walk around. Unfortunately, after we buffed it, it rained yesterday, so you got like water spots and stuff on it. But the thing came out unbelievably nice. Yeah, it has 200,000 miles, but look at the shine on the hood. It photographs really, really well. So all I have to do is put that up on the internet with the photographs I took, and someone's gonna snatch it right up. You can see the rust spots were all taken care of as well. I don't have a ton of money into labor on that car. And then going over to the sea, actually, I want to show you the inside of this thing, because you saw that Pomeranian exploded in it. All the dog hair came out. You can even see under the carpets. We cleaned the dash up. Has a remote starter, 6-cylinder automatic, tow package. So not bad. I mean, if somebody gets a pickup truck 4x4 in the Northeast for $1,500, not a bad deal for them. And then I did okay too. And then the Mountaineer, and then I want to show you one more. So I think I showed you that Crown Victoria, the police car, it had one fender that was just black with like police graphics on it. Well, German took all the graphics off of that, and then he's in the process of painting it, so everything's white but one fender. We had Alyssa clean the inside out yesterday. So here, check this car out right now. We got it primed. Everything else is gonna go white. I mean, that's gonna go white. Everything else is already white. We're gonna put some hubcaps on it. And then the inside was just an absolute disaster. Oh, sorry, I ruined your tape. But because it's all rubber flooring, we just put soap and water on everything, and this is how nice it came out. Finished product, Crown Victoria. Look at the polish on that. Look at even the taillight polish. Beautiful. But the best part about it, it went from a cop car. You can see the fender's now painted. It's done. We'll throw some hubcaps on there, and it's just a regular, oh, well, it still has a spotlight on it. But, you know, whatever. Someone that wants a police car, but that's not 100% police car, can now get it for short money. So that's what we do here on our cheapy cars. Ta-da. Quick follow-up. So that's Sienna, wherever it is. That one, back there. I listed that last night at like 10 o'clock at night online, $1,500. How many calls today?
12 calls.
12 calls. Cash only, as is, no inspection stickers, no garbage. Just someone's gonna come with cash today and buy that thing. Day one, we'll make like $1,000 on it. And someone was gonna junk that car, so that's why you don't turn away those real cheap trade-ins. There's still value in it too. 12 people in one day, and that thing's gonna sell. All is good. All is winning today. I finally have some time to get to all these trade-ins. So don't be afraid of the trade-ins, guys. Some are junk. If they're junk, pay junk price. But if they have value, give them a little bit. But a lot of people are done with their cars. It's junk to them, and doesn't mean it's junk to someone else. So keep that in mind. A little fluff and buff, a little going through, a little fixer-upper, and you can turn a profit of like 100%, 200, 300%, make a ton of money on these cheap cars. Just make sure you're transparent again. Make sure you're telling people what they're all about, because you don't want the kickback on the back end when they're suing you because it needs, because the check engine light's on or something. So as long as you tell people up front what the car needs or what's going on with the car or what you know about the vehicle, sell it as is with the correct paperwork too. Cover CYA, remember that, cover your ass. You'll be good. Go make some money. These ones are gonna make me some money, so I'm happy with them. And I can't wait to get them out of here so I can fill them with better cars too. Fill up these spots. All right, that's it for today, everybody. Thank you for watching. I'll see you later. Adios.